Today on Newsbeat, a teacher is remembered after his death in the Sparks Middle School shooting.
Also, a man arrested for a possible rape on campus.
And we take a closer look at bad study habits.
All this and more. Newsbeat starts right now. Good evening and welcome to Newsbeat. I'm Amber Washington.
And I'm Michael Edmondson. Thanks for joining us.
A 21-year-old man is charged with raping an LSU student on her on-campus res hall. The woman told police it happened while her ex-boyfriend, Aaron Carrington Cade, was visiting her to discuss their breakup, and that Cade made unwelcome sexual advances toward her. LSU Police Captain Corey Lalonde says when questioned, Cade told police that the sexual contact was consensual, but investigators believe that they had enough evidence to arrest him. If convicted, Cade, who is not an LSU student, could spend up to 25 years in prison.
A national hero and beloved teacher is being remembered in Reno. Mike Lansbury was a math teacher at Sparks Middle School as well as a Marine in the Nevada National Guard. Family and friends prepared a vigil for him after his death in the school shooting Monday morning. Witnesses say that Lansbury tried to talk down the shooter and protect other children. 2 other children were shot, one in the shoulder and another in the arm. However, both are expected to survive. Police still don't have a motive, but friends of the shooter point to conflicts he was having with other children. Police say it is still unclear if the shooter was targeting Lansbury and the 2 students, or if the act was random.
The student union is decorating for homecoming week. We now go live to Tiger TV reporter Ashley Joseph, who will take a closer look at the banners. Ashley, what is it like out there?
Banners in the homecoming banner competition consist of entries from Greek life and some student organizations. The banners are displayed here in front of the student union. Students and faculty at LSU will judge banners on creativity, quality, and other aspects. Prizes will be rewarded to the first, second, and third place winners. Be sure to check out the banners here in front of the student union. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Ashley. We look forward to finding out the winner of the competition.
The homecoming banner competition is not the only tradition LSU students are participating in this week. Homecoming week is in full swing. Last night, RHA had their annual Splatter Beat event. Residents came to the parade grounds Monday night for the annual homecoming week paint party. There was music and snowballs and as much paint as they could ever want. The first 100 students also got a free Splatter Beat t-shirt to remember the tradition.
Out-of-state student enrollment at LSU is steadily decreasing as tuition increases. Between fall 2010 and fall 2013, out-of-state tuition has increased by over $4,000. The maximum financial aid awarded to LSU students is $12,000 for the entire year in Pell Grants, subsidized loans, and unsubsidized loans. This year, out-of-state students are paying more than that in a semester. Administrators say as a result, the out-of-state student body has decreased by almost 300 students since last semester. Vice Chancellor and CFO of Finance and Administrative Services, Bob Kuhn, says LSU tries to provide as much aid as possible.
We hope the non-resident students are coming to Louisiana for the quality of education that we provide, but there's no doubt historically LSU in terms of both its resident tuition and fees and non-resident has been probably over 30% below the average of our peers. And so due to public policy in Louisiana, the legislature, etc., has decided that students should pay for a larger cost of their education.
Vice Chancellor Kuhn says the beginning in the fall of 2014, the Office of Financial Aid at LSU is going to readdress the financial aid issue and is expecting those non-residential scholarships to increase in their value.
According to a Student Health Center survey, nearly 1/4 of LSU student population has admitted to illegally taking ADHD meds to help them study or take an exam. Tiger TV reporter Hope Fitzgerald shows the potential consequences of taking these drugs.
It's past midnight, and you have your first exam in your hardest class tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. What do? Countless LSU students use similar opportunities to illegally consume focus-enhancing drugs such as Adderall or Vyvanse to help them study.
Today, it's gotten to be more common, and I think that's, first of all, the media talks about it a lot more. There's a lot more discussion about some of the risk about it, so students are more familiar with what's out there.
Students who are prescribed these meds sell individual pills for $5, $10, up to $20 a pop. What many students don't realize is the DEA lists amphetamines, such as Vyvanse and Adderall, as Class 2 controlled substances, the same as cocaine, meaning that these are some of the most addictive drugs on the market.
I mean, it's against the law if you're caught purchasing it, depending on how much you purchase and all the variables that go with that. I mean, you could end up in jail.
However, it seems like some LSU students realize the danger of misusing these drugs.
I think it's bad, and I think they could hurt themselves taking too much or anything like that.
The human mind is already brilliant on its own. So I feel like taking substances to enhance that is just childish, and I don't agree with it.
While these drugs can provide an energy boost and help you stay awake, side effects such as irregular heartbeat and minor strokes are not uncommon. Hope Fitzgerald, Tiger TV, Newsbeat.
Students can make an appointment at the Student Health Center for additional information or to consult a doctor.
Coming up after break, what will the temperatures be looking like for the rest of the week? Well, our girl Tiger TV weather forecaster Lauren Graham has the answer.
So stay with us.
Good evening, LSU. I'm Lauren Graham, and here's your daily weather forecast. Today was another beautiful day with temperatures in the mid to high 70s. It did feel a little hotter than it was because of high humidity levels. Let's take a look at our picture of the day. Here you can see the clear sunny skies that students experienced on their walk to class. If you want your picture to appear in the next weather show, hashtag TigerTVWeather on Instagram or Twitter. Tonight it should be in the low 70s with temperatures no higher than 74 degrees and the low at 52 degrees. These are the lowest temperatures we've seen in a while, and it's only going to keep decreasing as the week goes on. For Wednesday, it's going to be sunny and 75. There is a 0% chance of rain for tomorrow, and the high is only at 75 degrees, and the low is at 48 degrees. The humidity is at 50%, so hopefully it won't be as humid as today. Now to the 5-day forecast, we should have more beautiful weather for the rest of the week. The low is going to drop down to 43 degrees by the end of the week, and the high on Friday is actually in the 60s. By Friday, it might actually be acceptable to whip out your Ugg boots. But for now, I would bring a sweatshirt with you to class and prepare for cool mornings and for it to warm up a little in the afternoon. Now that's all I have for you today, so don't forget to check Tiger TV for your up-to-date campus weather report every day. I'm Lauren Graham, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Lauren. Up next, Lindsay Pelega tells us about a shark becoming a superhero.
Also, we take a look at the bushfires in Australia.
And we learn of an interesting fashion choice made by South Korean police officers inspired by a popular pop song.
Don't go anywhere.
For today's Newsbeat, I'm Lindsay Pelega with your global segment. A Roma couple in Greece has been charged with abduction of a child and falsifying papers. The couple first claimed the child was their own, but DNA tests have proven that she is not related. Police are now trying to piece together the entire story. In Australia, officials worry that 3 large bushfires could combine to form a megafire. They say it is unusual to see fires this large near Sydney. Authorities are working to contain the flames and save the hundreds of thousands of properties at risk of destruction. The tourism industry in South Korea has taken full advantage of the publicity it gained from the popular song Gangnam Style. On Wednesday, Seoul unveiled its new tourist police force, wearing uniforms created by a Korean fashion designer who designs costumes for the Gangnam mastermind, Psy. During the inauguration of the officers, Gangnam Style was played, and a group of Seoul police performed the famous dance that goes along with it. The officers will be patrol major tourist areas, working to maintain law and order, stop merchants and taxi drivers from overcharging tourists, and providing assistance in English, Japanese, and Chinese. Earlier this year, Psy was hired as South Korea's tourism ambassador and has appeared in a series of commercials working to positively showcase the country. A man in the Galapagos has gone to extremes to prove a point. During a Galapagos shark feeding frenzy, Brett McBride fell asleep in their midst to prove that the sharks won't be interested in you if you're not interested in them. He claims this particular type of shark are not big mammal eaters and that it would probably take them hours to work up the courage to attack. McBride saw his first glimpse of fame with the hit National Geographic series Sharkmen. The Shark Wrangler and the rest of the shark team are on a mission to electronically tag sharks to help build a global map of shark migration, breeding, and birthing habits. Since 2007, the team has tagged over 100 sharks and has had huge success in educating future generations in the importance of shark protection. That's all for today. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Lindsay. That's all the time we have for Newsbeat today. You can catch our full shows online at tigertv.tv or on our YouTube channel. And you can check up on our Facebook and Twitter for the latest.
From all of us here at Newsbeat, thanks for joining us and have a great evening.